Hello and welcome to another update video about Fantom. Fantom is still in this correction in my view. Came to a low here at 131 or 132. Since then though has recovered quite a lot and is back to $2 now. Well, why can I still call that a correction? Because in my view the correction isn't finished yet. In my view, what we need to do in such an A, B, C correction, what we need to do is the price needs to come down below the low of the wave A. Okay, we haven't done it yet. Harmony One has done it, many other cryptos have done it. Fantom hasn't done it yet, and yes, the performance is good at the moment, but it doesn't mean that the correction needs to be over. Okay, so where I want to see Fantom is at least at $1.15. Yeah, but more likely and more it would be better to see Fantom go down to 87 cents, which is the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, or the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level at 54 cents. Now it's still far away from that. It has reclaimed quite a bit, after it found a bit of a low here, and to be fair, we see quite a strong reaction here from that 130 level. But for me, it's not over yet, because just by looking at the price structure and looking at what where the price area is here, and I did tell you before that this chart here, after we started here with this downtrend, it looks a bit like how the Cardano chart looked back in November, and that also with Cardano we had some peaks and fake outs to the upside, and it's important to understand that typically these corrections need to happen. This lower low needs to happen, and only then you can also have more confidence in new all-time highs and more sustainable new all-time highs, because otherwise the indicators are still a little bit too high. You struggle to really build new all-time highs. But in the moment, at least imminently, Fantom is doing really well. So my view still would be that we are coming down once more in the blue target area. Yeah, absolutely. We haven't been there yet. So for me, the correction cannot be finished. However, it's performing well. And what I really, really like is that my buy order was triggered at the perfect low here at 135. That was absolutely triggered, and everybody who's been following me with my buy orders on Discord, every channel member will know that triggered, and we're now back at $2. And of course, everybody can take profits at their own convenience, but I don't take profit yet. It's a 55% gain in just a few days, so I think it's pretty cool. Fantom overall has worked out really well, because if I remember back, I was very skeptical here about this run to the upside back in December and January. Took profits up here in this blue target area, and one did even a trigger above that. And since then, when we came below a certain level, I can't remember what level that was, I started to dollar cost average into Fantom, and very nicely the last one here triggered at the low, absolute swing low, and that was even the buy order with the highest percentage. So I'm very pleased with that. That buy order was based on this Fibonacci level, the most relevant one, at 143, at the 61.8% Fib level. So that was triggered. Very nice. Now we are moving up here. How sustainable is that? Well, the good news is that we had this descending wedge here that obviously broke to the downside. We could get back into it and moved out to the other side. So we have basically gone through these two resistance levels, and also we have gone through the 200-day moving average again. That was broken here end of February. We've now broken it again to the upside, and the green candles look good as well. I mean, this uptrend is looking interesting, and at the moment while we speak, we see a bit of an upside. But for me, what we need to see really first to really talk about more sustainable upside, but even that for me wouldn't be the end of the correction yet. I still think we need to see those lower levels, but really we need to get above this 256 level. It's a long way to go. Therefore, my strategy has been to dollar cost average in at strategic levels. That's how I set my buy orders and publish them on Discord for Silver and Gold channel members, just at potential turnaround points, because even if we have to be honest about that, nobody knows what's going to happen. We can only make educated assumptions and informed assumptions based on TA and other stuff, whatever you want to use. But for me, it is mainly TA, because I believe that most fundamental news and everything that a cryptocurrency has to offer is already priced into the chart, yeah, and therefore the charts measure market sentiment and psychology. That is what I base my analysis on, and typically what we've seen, we need to come into these lower price ranges, but of course nobody knows, and there is never a guarantee that we're actually going to get there. Therefore, the strategic buying and potential turnaround levels, okay? Generally what is coming up here is looking not too bad. It's actually looking quite impulsive. But on the other hand, we haven't reached the target area yet, and we also haven't broken yet the 50-day moving average. Yeah, I would want to see that at least. So overall, yeah, we are in a short-term uptrend, but we are still only making, at the moment, lower highs. Yeah, we're currently getting very close to a resistance level here. The next key resistance will not be, well, it will be the 50-day moving average, but only because it's very close to that previous high at $2.15. That is the next resistance the price needs to get above. And above that, we have here the level at $2.40 and $2.56. So these are the next three hurdles for the price to take. We have already moved up above the 181 level. That's the 0.5 FIB level. So yeah, it is reclaiming FIB levels, and it's not looking too bad. But we know that even in a downtrend, very strong let's call them consolidations or corrections to the upside are possible. We've seen that before for Fantom and other cryptos, 100% move up, yeah, without a problem, and then you get dumped again. So always be careful. That is why I like to do this method of dollar cost averaging at potential turnaround points, and then taking profits again at potential turnaround points. So for Fantom, for example, my sell orders still stand here, and I'm gonna take profits in that next wave up as well for anybody who who's been following me with them on Discord. So yeah, and then as soon as the correction is finally over, and I still expect it in this target area down there, then we should expect price levels for Fantom of at least the 1.618 extension level at 554. More likely is 680 here, the 200% extension. Yeah, overall, generally looking more long term. Let's go on the weekly chart. No, that's the 45-minute chart. One day, the weekly chart. The weekly chart still shows on the MACD, that is what I wanted to show you, still shows very strong downside for the MACD. We can see here a little bit of a recovery now, so we need to pay close attention to that, yeah. However, it is going down, and now we have seen that the current week is the first one where you see a bit of an upside. So this week might be deciding as well already about, do we see a potential turnaround, even though I say I don't think we will, but we should never rule it out. If we see here that the selling pressure is reducing, and we see that we come above these resistance levels that I told you, then we can be more confident the correction might be over. But if it is over, I have little confidence in the next move to all-time highs, because it will be exhausted. Yeah, it will be exhausted soon. The weekly RSI, for example, is already back in the bullish range. It hasn't dropped enough yet from my point of view. If we move to new all-time highs from here, it will be exhausted quickly, and the upside is lower. The potential upside is lower than we can expect it from cryptos, which have currently moved all the way down here, nearly on the 4-day chart, into oversold territory, whereas Fantom is in the middle here. Yeah, so it has limited upside potential. It still has upside potential, but more limited than other cryptos that are completely oversold, like for example VeChain. Yeah, but yeah, generally here the 2-day chart as well, supporting currently this change in momentum more to the upside, where we could really see here some more upside. But then again, you know, I'm prepared for both scenarios. I'm very happy with that, and that is fine. Why not take advantage of these swings here and then get another sell-off, where then the bags can be filled even more. Alright, that's my view on Fantom. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.